Hi, this is Jordan at Disciple Sky Software, and I'm going to walk you through one of our new products, GPS Explorer. So let's launch the application. Now I'm running a simulation on this app. One of the first things you're going to notice is that when the compass moves, it rotates smoothly degree by degree. The GPS provides all basic GPS parameters and gives you your latitude, longitude, altitude, and also returns your heading, your speed, the distance you've traveled, and the change in altitude. If you want to reset the distance and change in altitude, you can do so by clicking the Resets button at the top of the screen. Reset distance, and we'll reset delta altitude. One of the features of the GPS is power saving mode, and we can go into power saving mode by clicking the Resets button at the top of the screen and click Stop Continuous Tracking. When continuous tracking is off, the GPS chip will go to sleep if you're not actively using the GPS. Continuous tracking set to off is a good idea when you're going to be traveling great distances with relatively few turns. If there are a lot of turns in your route, you're going to lose the data in the turns if continuous tracking is set to off. So let's set continuous tracking to on. Restart continuous tracking. So setting continuous tracking to off is a trade-off between energy conservation and accuracy in reporting. Your GPS also stores your trail in a trail database, and let's go ahead and launch the trail. I've set the simulation to take us in a northeasterly direction, and that's represented by these little red squares on our map. We can zoom in and zoom out on our trail. Right now the scale is set to 1 mile by 1.5 miles, and we can zoom out, and you can see how the scale changes. We're now at a scale of 10 miles by 15 miles. If your trail runs off the map, you can pan your trail north, south, east, and west like so. And we'll zoom in again. Let's go back to the compass screen. One of the main features of the GPS is a robust waypoints database manager. So let's launch the Waypoints Manager by clicking the Waypoints button at the top of the screen. Now when you click a waypoint on the waypoints list, you will get the Waypoint Finding Compass. The Waypoint Finding Compass will always point you to your waypoint. The default waypoint is Disciple Sky Software. And from our current position, we're 935 miles away from our waypoint. Our current heading is 45 degrees. You can see our speed and estimated time of arrival. You also see the coordinates of our target waypoint. Let's go back to the Waypoints Manager, and we're going to create a waypoint. There are two ways of creating a waypoint. You can either save your current position as a waypoint, or you can enter actual coordinates. Let's save our current position as a waypoint first. Click the Diskette button at the bottom of the screen. Confirm that you want to save your current position as a waypoint. And give your waypoint a name. So we're going to call our current position home. And we're going to save that to the waypoint database. And the waypoint has been added. The next time you go to the waypoint list, you'll see home on the list. And you can click on home and it will take you to that waypoint. To delete a waypoint from the waypoint list, just swipe the waypoint left or right and click the delete button. Let's go ahead and add a waypoint by entering coordinates. To do so, click the lat long button at the bottom of the screen. We can enter our coordinates in either simple degrees, or we can enter our coordinates in degrees, minutes, seconds. Let's enter our coordinates in degrees, minutes, seconds. If you want, you can use north, south, east, west designation, though you do not have to. I will use north, south, east, west designation. And I'm going to enter a waypoint of latitude 33 degrees, 12 minutes, and 40 seconds, and west longitude of 106, 55, and 2. We can navigate directly to that waypoint, or we can push it to the database. And we want to push it to the database, so I'm going to click Save Waypoint. And we want to give it a name, and I know that that waypoint puts us in the middle of the Gila National Forest in New Mexico. So I'll enter Gila National Forest. And we can click on waypoints again. You'll see that the Gila National Forest is now on our waypoint list. And I'll click Gila National Forest. And from our current position, we are about 899 miles away from Gila National Forest. Again, you see the coordinates for our target. And our estimated arrival time is 12:28 a.m. going at our current speed of 223.6 miles an hour at a current heading of 45.4 degrees. Well, that's a summary of this application. Thank you for watching the simulation. If you have any questions or any difficulties running the app, please give us an email at www.discipleskies.com.